Good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday. It is VPR Thursday. I'm thrilled to be here with my partner, the one and only DJFmi. What's going on, partner?
What's going on, Kiana? I am avoiding the heat because if you live in New York right now, if you live anywhere on this planet, the planet is dying, people. Okay,
I know.
and we need to take responsibility for the things that we have done. Those polar bears that are in the ice caps that are suffering right now. We are
right. Can't find food.
Yeah. We are a part of that.
Earth beneath them is literally melting, which is
and VPR. If you don't know anything, New York City's already hot. You feel me? We already got fumes, rats, homeless people, and a few other things that we got to deal with in New York City. Tolls.
Yep.
So that heat is just making it worse, and it ain't making nobody want to, communicate or be outside. Exactly. Damn right. How you feeling, Key? How's your Thursday jumping off?
It's good. I just been working hard. I'm looking forward to taking a day off tomorrow and just hitting the beach so that I can enjoy the heat the proper way, right? On the water.
I will be also doing the same thing. I'll be taking off tomorrow. This weekend, I'm not doing any events. I'm like, let me just reestablish.
This has to be the first time I heard you say that, other than when you've gone on vacation. So I am so happy to hear that. I have never heard the words, this weekend, I am not doing any events, leave your lips.
Yeah.
I've known you all.
Your VPR, it gets hectic out there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of loud music, late nights. Then you got to drive, back home and everything. So it catches up to you. And the nightlife is fun, but it is a job like everything else,
Yes,
so
it is.
Just be aware of that. Kiana, speaking about jobs, right?
Okay.
I love ordering food. I love going out to eat. Do you like going out to eat?
I like going out. I prefer going out than ordering food, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let me play a video for you. If you've seen this happen at a restaurant that you were, eating in, what would be your first reaction? Let me pull up this slide, VPR.
Oh boy, FMI. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah. So I don't know where this restaurant is or where this takes place, VPR, but I definitely do want to show you guys. So while we are behind the scenes eating and we think everything is great, let's watch this video.
Oh my God, I'm about to be horrified. I saw the damn title.
Actually, watch this ad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Let go! Hell no! They used to this shit. Let go. Get the shit.
And for our viewers, if you seen that just now?
He grabbed it to add it to the next lunch.
Things for the first time. They generally don't realize you're looking at a huge improvement in kitchen sinks.
I cannot.
So,
hey, Augustine, welcome from Argentina. Cheers to you from New York.
Hey, what's going on? I'm glad to see you tuning in. But yeah, just to get back on the topic, Kiana, did you see that just now?
I saw it, and I'm horrified. I'm mortified, and I don't know what the hell. And literally, he ran so fast, like it was a normal thing. And he was like, "Oh, there he goes!" Like they lost him out the kitchen. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Where was that pesky rat?" Oh, there he goes! Oh my God!
He calmly grabbed him and like firmly grasped him.
He scurried off. He firmly grabbed him. And he scurried off. What the hell?
Now, Kiana, I, the reason why the video hit me different. So recently I was out in the city, I'm enjoying this heat, and I was going out to get food. And while I was getting my food, what pops up so much that I feel like that we overlook now is the tipping button.
Right.
Now, if I'm picking up my food, and I'm just walking to you at the register, why am I dealing? Why would I tip you?
Right.
Now, I'm all for tipping culture. I understand people need,
me too,
their wages, but at the same time, I'm for people charging the bigger businesses other than their person that, is ordering the food, whether it be like Uber Eats, whether it be whatever.
Well, not to mention, let's briefly touch on that, okay? Because I don't remember if it's Grubhub or Uber Eats, but they are definitely going back and forth. They're in court about having to raise their what they give the wages that they give the people that pick up the orders. Because when you think about Uber Eats, like let's say the order is $25, right?
Yeah.
They are already taking like 30% off of the top of the restaurant, right? Then they charge the customers fees. the people that deliver Uber Eats get like $2 to $3 per order. And if they get a tip from the person that they delivered to, then okay, that's something different. But think about that, right? So they might do 3 deliveries in an hour because it's a time consuming thing and make like $11. You understand me? So it doesn't become like a living wage. But do you know that because they're being forced to raise wages, who's going to pick up? We're going to pick that up, right? So the customer is already getting bombarded. We're in inflation. How much are eggs? How much are milk? Look around. So if we're picking up and we have the luxury to be able to pick up our food because we want to order food, no, we should not be forced to tip. Now, if we go in and we get someone that's like, "Hi, how are you?" and they're great and they're enthusiastic.
Give me the service. I don't even like Chick-fil-A VPR, but give me the service from Chick-fil-A. They serve you with a smile.
They do.
How are you doing? How's your day? I'm gonna say, hey, I don't even like this place, but thank you for the 2 times that I went there.
Right.
You know
I've literally been there once.
Yeah, their chicken kind of bland, but you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah, it is very bad. And then they're selling you on the sauces. I can't believe we're talking about food at VPR in the morning.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. But my thing is with the tipping too, they force it and they push it in your face so much now. Like even if you're getting prompts to just go out to purchase something over the counter, they're asking for tips. Your barista, they're asking for tips. And they're doing it in such a way where it's distasteful. It's making you feel a way to not hit that tip button. Hey, how about you give me 15%? This is where it hit me, Qiana. This is where I noticed it.
Yeah.
I was out at Pianos. You ever been to Pianos in LES? It's in Manhattan.
Yes. I grew up on the Lower East Side.
Hey, so all right, Key. So with that being said,
I'm acting like I'm blind and keep it moving. I don't see the tip button.
Yo,
we're gonna answer you in a second, Augustin. Go ahead. Tell me about Pianos.
So I'm at Pianos and I'm out with a few friends and we're handling business. And I go to the bartender, which I'm always tipping bartenders. I'm in the nightlife business. I'm always gonna, look out where I could.
Absolutely.
So while behind the bar, I tipped them the first time. And what killed me, Qiana, if you're from New York City, right? And you drive or you see like a person that is begging for money, the first thing they do is why is my bartender doing this to me at 1 o'clock in the morning in Pianos in a packed club? Like you already gave me the machine. I paid you. You gave me the machine. I'm about to put the tip. And you don't do the same thing the homeless guy was doing on the side. That shit was getting me tight all night. VPR. Like I'm buying drinks. I'm like, bro, I keep tipping you. It's cool. You don't got to do the hand begging gesture, bro. You good. I understand it works.
Partner, let me ask this because I am so like involved in other cultures. What ethnicity was the bartender?
Oh, he was Caucasian. Yeah, he was Caucasian.
Okay, never mind.
We LES.
Maybe like thank you thing. Maybe it's not the bag, like an Indian, like thank you.
If it was, Qiana, I have traveled the world, so I'll try to be a little worldly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that was just like after every time, I'm like, you ain't even need to do that now.
He was like bro, Oliver Twist, right? Like more. Please have some more, please.
And he would stop and like beg his head down. I'm just like, I get it, bro. You're doing the most.
So weird.
It's getting out of hand with the tipping culture. Okay, we all have our jobs to do.
Why is this even now a culture? It's insane.
You damn right.
Yeah. It's true. It's become a whole, like, it's so true. Tipping even like going to get services that aren't food. You know what I mean? They've got the option to tip, like going to pay your phone bill. Why the hell am I tipping the person who helped me pay my bill, right?
I'm tired of paying people to do their jobs. I'm already paying you to do your job. Now I got to tip you to do your job.
What do you remember Martin Lawrence's You So Crazy? This was way back in the day. I was a kid. I shouldn't even been watching it. But do you remember when he was talking about the jealous girl and your job is to check coats, bitch, right?
That's a fucking fact, though. Watch, it's gonna get to a point. VPR, we're gonna go there. Security guards gonna be like, "Well, you were safe tonight. Let me, can I get a tip?"
I'm telling you.
Yo, it's scary.
I had to tip security too at one event. Partner, it was a place I never did an event at again. But whatever. Yeah. I was like, okay. They're like, you got to tip your security. We got to pay for the security. I was like, we don't even need security. Like, it's not even that type of event. But I'm
tired of companies not paying their way. Like, what do you hire these people for? You give them their wage and then give them their tips, man. Don't make it come out of the people that are just trying to be patrons, man. It's annoying.
And again,
we just came out of COVID.
Right. We just came out of like we're still in it, right?
People
like
homeless, like people are homeless, losing their homes
right
now. Like you ain't purchasing a house right now. I don't know any single person that could purchase a house on their own right now in this
right.
economy. It's just
Especially in New York.
wow for
I
me.
mean, we know what New York prices are like. It's beyond.
Yeah.
You trying to purchase a house in New York, anything 3 bedrooms, right? Minimum that because I have a big family. So even though most of them have already moved out because they're grown, I still need the space for them to come back. Like within the next 10 years, probably there's going to be more family, right? Like so much going on. And I need the space. So you look at a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom in New York, you're talking about $750,000. And it's like this. It's like 2,200 square feet, right? Like
with rats included.
1,800, right? Or with a family of raccoons that's nested quote closely by. Okay.
Family of raccoons nested. They comfortable, like, hey, our new neighbors. VPR is getting real ghetto out here.
It is. Wait, I have a question. Augustin was asking if we like barbecue with red wine.
Honestly, I need to try it. I need to try it. I never sat down. Wine normally puts me to sleep.
Right.
And I never had it with my barbecue.
To sleep.
Yeah. So I'll definitely give it a try if you cooking, bro. If you cooking, I'll give it a try.
I don't do a whole lot of barbecue because it's a very heavy type of food. I prefer like fish, fresh food, like a lighter light. And white wine. That's
what I do. Yeah, that's the VPR special when we had that in
that's
studio.
The VPR special. That's a fact. With the
Mr. White Wine, you know what I mean? So key. They just dropped the new freshman XXL list.
Okay, let's see
what that time of the year, VPR.
It is. Damn.
I feel, after 2016, VPR. I'm gonna take a time just to give you like a little walkthrough of the XXL freshman cover, because after 2016, I think we had a couple. J. Cole, or was it earlier than that? No.
Was it? I don't know.
It was earlier. So 2016, they had 21 Savage, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, Kodak Black, Anderson .Paak, Lil Dicky, Dave East, Designer, Denzel Curry, and G Herbo. Okay. Now, out of that list, a lot of those rappers, most of them have elevated to where they needed to be, especially Anderson .Paak. That man.
Hey, what's up, Breezy?
What's going on, James CB? So, I'm the reason I'm bringing up the list, VPR. We're just about to release a video on YouTube, just breaking down like the downfall of XXL and just some of the caveats that they found themselves in now. Let's start to read off some of the new rappers that are featured on this new XXL list. I don't see too many people talking about it. I feel like
it's how many people on this list I've actually heard of.
All right, let's shoot it out. VPR, and also in the comment section, comment down below if you heard of some of these rappers, which I know some of them.
Morning, Brian. Yeah, I know you have. You're a DJ. You know everybody.
I got to. I
know.
So we got Finesse 2 times. He got that record. Lola Brooke out of Brooklyn or out of New York. We got Rob 49. We got Friday, Glorilla, Too Rare, Sleazy World Go, and Central C. Central C, shout out to him. He has collected one of the biggest hip hop checks that I've seen in a while for getting signed from the UK.
Okay.
So he's doing, he just had a on the radar with Drake. He's doing great things for what he's doing in the grind.
That list.
That's crazy. But and that goes to show, like, did the freshman list like lose its status in the hip hop sphere? Like that, and that's how you feel, Qiana?
I definitely feel like that. I see that our guest has pulled up, so I think that I want to involve him in this because he's so immersed in hip hop. Kipp Piles is in the building. Let's bring him up. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, what's shaking? How y'all doing? Y'all all right?
We're doing great.
Good. Always good to be back.
Absolutely.
Hey, Kipp, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. You don't look like you aged for nothing. I'm like, bro, I done seen this man a few years ago, and he's not aged.
Hey, man, I read a book called The Fountain of Youth, man, and it's some secrets in there, man. I gotta share.
Yeah.
You got about. I feel like Pharrell got some secrets too. He probably read that book too.
Yeah.
I met you like 11 years ago, and you look exactly the same. Like, what are you talking about? You just like bulkier, like.
Nah, I done found my way around a few barbecues.
But you turn that into good muscle. But before we get started on your career, Kipp, I do want to get you in that conversation based on what FMI just asked me. what does that XXL list mean to you as a hip hop artist? Do you feel like it's lost its like appeal that it once had, where everybody was waiting for that list and they're like, oh, that's the next hot artist?
I guess it depends on your generation and how much you value it. You know, I think the era we come from, it was everything to us. And, you know, we had to go pick it up from the store. So it was a lot of effort put in getting that magazine. You came out your pocket to get it. And, you know, that's kind of how we kept up. It wasn't so instant access. I think it has lost a little bit of luster. But I think the whole business model has just changed so much that it seems like that overall, you know. Yeah. So
speaking about business model, how did your business model change over the years with your hip hop career?
I mean, you know, we was trunk to trunk. I think being in the streaming era, I think it's less embarrassment, you know, because you can just tell somebody to go check you out and they be like, yeah, and you'll never know if they did or not. But, you know, with CDs, usually be like, hey, man, check me out, folks. We be in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? We be in the trap in different areas like that all around our area and stuff. And people take your CD and you may mess around and walk back out the store and it's on the ground. And you like, man, dang, you know. So
right.
Kind of like hustle and flow, skinny black situations, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That hurts, right? Like, you don't want to see your music, everything you put your time into and your money and everything just thrown, right?
Yeah, but it's growing pains. It's part of the process. So I think that's the beauty. But I think also I miss that money. You know what I'm saying? I miss that hand to hand. You know, make 10 for a swap. We don't get that with streaming now. It take a long time to make $10. A lot of streams to get 10. So
talk about it.
I think there's still access to getting that done. We've seen some people that have really utilized that model, even in like putting a little scannable chip on a business card, right? Where you could now go and download the music straight into from the business card, which is very smart. It takes them back to, you know, their website, like utilizing that so it becomes more access directly to you, the artist, I think is, especially for an independent artist, if you're not signed, really where it's at. Because like you said, it's growing pains, but even with the streaming services, right, with less embarrassment, these streaming platforms are taking such a big chunk of the money from the streaming. How do you go ahead? I was going to say, how do you overcome that? Like, how do you deal with when it comes to monetizing your business? How do you deal with the frustrations with the streaming? How do you deal with that?
I think, you know, change is inevitable. So I think everything in our business change every few years. You know, the beats you rap on. So pretty much a lot of the change, the artist isn't responsible for in the business model. So I think what happened was, you know, up in New York, we had plenty of artists that was getting it out the trunk. And when people can make money without you, your whole system, if it thrive on somebody else, then you have meetings in the room and you have to shake it up or figure out a way to make people depend on you again. So I think what happened was all across the country, everybody was selling CDs, you know, on their own. Pretty much they could, you know, especially out there in Texas, you could be independent and not even have to tour. So when you're in areas and big enough regions where you don't have to never go meet a record label or do anything, I think they kind of was like, man, we got to get the bag back. So they pretty much did a switch on us, man, and they took it back, you know. So with streaming, like, I think the only thing, I think artists will make more money with streaming if they actually own their own streaming thing. But the thing is, we so used to being followers in society, and whatever hot, whatever trending, you know, we already gonna run with that because it's already established and we don't have to put the elbow work in. So everybody already addicted to Spotify, Apple Music, so forth and so on, and they had their preference. So it's gonna be hard for you to just come out and know, be like, hey, check my site out. They already got what they got. They already got their motion going. So I think it make it difficult. I think it's music kind of like a lost leader now. So you kind of like putting your brand out there with the music, and you hoping that some other business model can attach you. You can get some sponsorships, and get your check that way. So that's the way I'm kind of looking at it.
VPR, most artists I come across do not look at it that way at all. They look at it as, hey, this single that I'm releasing is the hottest single in the world.
Yes.
Gonna take over the world. Yeah. I don't gotta put money behind it. I don't even gotta sit down and interview. Yeah. I ain't gotta get a write-up.
Yeah.
They just gonna gravitate to it because I'm that nigga.
Right. It doesn't matter that there's millions of artists doing the same exact thing, right? Like, I don't need to put myself out there. I don't need to invest to make myself stand apart.
And I'm like, when artists come to me and they speak to me about playlisting and things like that, I'm like, if Coi Leray and her team is buying bots and doing numbers like that, What makes you think you are any better?
Right.
And look at Coi Leray sales. We speak about Coi Leray every week. She is the epitome of having the fame, but the fan base is fickle in a way when it comes to supporting her music. And I find that so interesting every week when we get up here. You could have all the millions of streams on Spotify, but when you have your shows, they're not responsive. So, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting that you bring that up, Kipp. I love that you view it like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's smart. And when it comes to Kipp, like, he's one of the artists, as so many artists that we bring on here are, right? Like, they're often educated so they can help educate others. But we do come across so many artists that are like all over the place. And play this, bro. I'm hot. It's the hottest. Like, no, actually it's not. Right? You're going to have to do more than like try to get the music in my hand. I will say this without going too much into it. There definitely is a way to keep your publishing and have your music digitally owned by you if you do that investing before you even take it to the publishing. But I would tell you all to do your due diligence and have the right people on your team so that even when you're streaming on Spotify, because when Spotify, all of them, Disco Kid, they will own it. Doesn't even matter if you have your publishing on ASCAP, they will own it with the digital print. It's literally intellectual property.
And just to add on to Kipp also, look at most artists selling their whole catalogs off now. Artists are using their music in different ways to create revenue than just hoping that label can give money off the singles or Spotify. It makes more sense. Licensing, movie deals, commercials, that's where, you know, the artist should find the realm in so you could get paid before jumping out the gate. You can make music for everybody. You can make music for the hood niggas. But I'll tell you, if you make a music for a commercial and Pepsodent or a little Crescent or whatever those little brands pick it up,
forget it. Even if it's a little brand, right? Getting that exposure is so huge. And for all you independent artists that are tuned in, I hope you're listening to these jewels because we're dropping free jewels here today.
That's a fact. But
jewels.
Now, Kipp.
Yes, sir.
Since our last show, I think we had you at what was the name of the venue? The 5 spot?
Yeah.
Last time I've seen you. Since the 5 spot, man. How's everything been? How's life, man? Let's get into it.
I mean, we living, man. New day. You know, take it one day at a time. Always trying to get better, 1% better every day. They had a lot of challenges, a lot of losses, but we keep going. You know, you can't win if you quit. You know what I mean? So life been good. I've evolved as a person. I've gotten more intelligent, more knowledge, more information. I'm always trying to grow, always trying to level up and change. I took a lot of L's though, you know what I'm saying, as we all have, you know, but life, you know, we can't, you know, I shed my tears, I cry, I do what I got to do, I get it out, I dust myself off, get back up, keep going. So, you know, that's what we're doing. We're just trying to navigate the space where we at, trying to get better, do bigger and better things, and establish myself more in life, you know. Yeah.
And that's a fact. VPR, I still got Up in my playlist. I bump that song till this day.
Love that song.
When Up comes on, man, that record will always be legendary for me. Yeah. And it cemented you in the VPR playlist, my brother, and wherever I go in my Serato, bro.
Yeah, man. That song it's that and it's High Life for me, right? Like, I don't even know if you remember that one, but when that comes on, it's like, oh, it's such a vibe. Like, these are high vibrational for me, music that really gets you feeling like, okay, let's do this. I can do this. We can do this. You know what I mean? And I think it's so important. But let's talk about some of your new music, because obviously you've been cemented. And for us, these are your classics that some artists and people watching haven't even heard yet, right? So guys, make sure you go check out his music. But let's talk about your new catalog, what you're working on now, and how do you think that the fundamentals of your music have changed since that growth that you've just experienced over the last, 4 to 5 years since we've had you on VPR? Damn, it's been that long, bro. Yeah. We've been on air for a minute, yo.
Yeah, I'm proud of y'all.
That was like 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I salute y'all for stand down doing what y'all been doing as long as y'all have. So I appreciate y'all support, you know, for everything y'all have supported. I appreciate that so much. And thank y'all for having me on. I got to show up more often, you know what I'm saying? I love being with my East Coast folk, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't no joke, you know, so I love that. Personally, honestly, just music changed so much. I had a lot of close partners that I was tied in with. I think when I last came up there and actually did the live show with y'all. So it was more of us, but now I'm just on my solo thing. I'm a very laid back, unselfish person. I'm always thinking about everybody else. I done had labor opportunities, deal offers, and I was always trying to include everybody else in my business.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You know you a star. Stop playing, Kipp.
Listen, we had a whole discussion
you.
after they came up here about that.
Yeah.
So I'm personally happy to hear that, because I think FMI and I can both agree. Even if you've got talent as a group, right? If there's one person that's being offered an opportunity, you got to take that, and then you take the time to open the doors for others, right? But you can't say, well, I don't want to, or you shouldn't, throw away your own opportunity.
See, and that happens a lot in the hip hop sphere, because we want to bring our people, and I understand it comes with good intention and good heart. But some people you can't bring in the same rooms. Look at 50. 50 is the prime example, Kipp. You 50, Kipp. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had him in New York. What are we talking about?
Right.
You had the shows in New York. You had the interview. I'm not knocking them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. I get it.
Stand out, my brother. Like, it's just something about it.
Yeah.
So go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, I respect all the game y'all giving me. I'm still trying to listen, and I'm on y'all show, you know what I'm saying? I'm on y'all time. I think y'all right, I had somebody that I respected that pulled me to the side and kind of told me that, so I learned to, in certain spaces, I'm not an overall selfish person, but I learned if I don't do it, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. So I've learned to be selfish where I need to be, you know what I'm saying? And like everything y'all said, I bring everybody else along when I get my, get where I'm supposed to be. So I took an L, I'm better for it. I done dropped a whole bunch of new singles. I'm just really trying to just hit the algorithm on Spotify. Playlisting done changed. It's been a lot of scamming, a lot of finessing going on. I done lost a lot of money. So now I'm kind of just, I've been trying to lock in with DJs, do more stuff like that, lock in with important people in the industry and tap in with them. And just, I keep trying to, hit the algorithm at least once a month. I'm dropping a song or two, you know what I'm saying? Just working the algorithm, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking about that, I seen that you got a new song called Sides out. A
video. Yeah.
I definitely want to bring that up real quick so our viewers could watch that video.
Yeah. You want me to talk about this song or elaborate a little bit?
You can elaborate before we get into it. I'm going to bring it up here.
Okay. Man, size is pretty much just, we all have a little inner war with ourselves sometimes. And, you always got, the devil on the shoulder, the angel on another. And you sometimes, it's everybody, there's two sides to a story, and then there's the truth. So a lot of time, man, it's always good to have both sides before you do something, you know what I'm saying, before you make a move. And so I'm just kind of talking about, different stuff. There's some street stuff in there. There's some food stuff, even some references, though, going out with a female ordering size. I took a girl out years ago, and when I took out, she was so excited to go to the restaurant we went to. She ordered everything like she was on a travel show. And I had that happen. So back. Stuff like that, man.
Some audacity.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this. They say in business, use other people's money, and some people are smart enough that when they get a free meal, they take off on you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you something. The first time I'm meeting you, you ain't getting the lobster mac and cheese. I didn't even get to say hi to you. All right, you want to order lobster mac and cheese?
Right.
It's 1 a.m. I just met you. What are you doing?
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, let's get on this song.
Right. And this is why I don't go out with people, right, for the first time, and they don't know me, because they know if we go out, I'm having a lobster. Okay? And they will know this.
As you should, though. It's the way you carry yourself. Yeah. She wasn't carrying herself right for the lobster.
Right.
Hey. And I pay gas and toll to get there.
Right.
VPR. Let's get into the song now.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Miss Sorrows, your 10 o'clock appointment is here. I'll send them
in. Come on in.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Kipp.
Nice to meet you. It's me in the flesh.
Juria, nice to meet you as well. I'll be taking care of you today, okay?
Sounds good.
Right this way.
You better not order the food.
Thank you.
Of course.
You know what? Let me get more comfortable.
Yes, please do. Make yourself at home. What can I do for you today?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got some things I need to get off my chest.
Great, I'm here to listen. All right, shall we begin?
Try it.
Yeah.
Kipp Piles. This side, that side. I done paid the price enough, I ain't paying no more. Told you once, told you twice, I won't say it no more. Taxing lanes on site, up the price at the door. Gotta charge what you worth, then pay it to go. I take salmon with the bourbon, she got lobster. Switching sides so much, I wait her almost shot. Receipts gon' show who's really handing pasta. I took some chances and got hit up like a mobster. Spilling and telling the team, that's why my niggas on free. I'm slowing to move on my own, back is the only one telling on me. Loving them cooler, but liking them better. Get much happier if they leave. If I got a test, first I'll let it tie in. I'm better now that you leave. No cap, he wants an open marriage, it's boring. But then he forgot his wife's gorgeous.
Yo, VPR. You see, and this is why we bring Kipp up here. This is why we bring Kipp up here. He has not played me one song in the years that I've known this man that has not hit. His melodies and his cadence, he does not miss.
Yep.
His hooks, it's on point.
Yep, he's so music gifted. Yes.
Appreciate
yes.
Great record.
Way beyond like a basic hip hop artist, right? Yo, dead ass. Coming back from the store yesterday, I swear, I don't even know whether this might be an artist that was on the XXL list. Who knows? Okay, because there's music, you know, it's summer, so people got their speakers outside their doors or their window, whatever, and there's so much different music. This dude just sounded like he just sat down drunk and just started saying anything, and like literally the hook was like, I was like, what in the entire hell?
There's an avenue for everyone in music, and that's what I've come to understand. There's a place for everyone in music. When the Soulja Boys came out and people were just taken aback from them, when the Waka Flockas came out, they're like, oh, you're not rapping. And now we have legit rappers that don't rap, like don't even like they make sounds and it's still lit.
Mumble,
the mumble. So you know, finding Kipp in between all of this music and seeing that he can still like create a song, write a song,
right,
and then have it shot well. I just appreciated the fact that it was shot well. So much artists I come across, and it's like I'm walking in and they shooting off their iPhone, which you can still shoot great videos off the iPhone.
You can, no lie, but like it still needs to be a production, right? Like just because we have these instruments in our hand now does not mean that you don't need to put that work in. You still need to do the editing. You still need to put that director eye behind it.
How much money do you put into your production when it comes to your video shoots and everything else?
You know, we try to drop bands in it. I mean, I used to work with different videographers, but I got one that's kind of dedicated to me now.
So they should be.
So I just locked in with him. So he shot that video. Shout out to my guy in Transit Videos, Chris. He shot that, and he got all the props, and he very meticulous about his process.
Good. You could see it. It creates the foreground, and I was watching that. I was like, oh shit, the lighting.
Don't get me wrong. Now I still do a run and gun if it's a most simple song, but when it's a song that you kind of need that visual direction to tie it in with the lyrics, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna take it there. So we dump brands into, you know, we pay for it can be risky sometimes because, you know, sometimes you pay models up front, you hit them with deposits and they don't show, you know what I'm saying? And they keep
you still dealing with this in 2023?
Yeah.
They still running off?
Yeah, they're still running off. As long as there shall be Cash App, there shall be runoff. Okay.
Absolutely. Nah, she said it best. I don't even, man, you know what? I don't even really want to. I had a video for a recent single, man, and they got me so good, man. Several people from all over the world got me on the last video. So had made me pretty much have to restart and reevaluate how I'm gonna shoot the video. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just, man, we in a recession, man, and you know, some people need it more than me. It ain't my job to run you down, because what you take, I'm gonna make that back tomorrow. So I ain't even tripping, you know what I'm saying?
And 10 times over.
Yeah, that's so you know, karma, hey, you know, whatever, you know.
You know, and that's the bad part about the music industry. There's so many fake actors that you gotta weed through, and the only way to weed through them is to throw money at them. That's the BS behind it. You know what I mean? Because you meeting people off their name value and expecting their work and credibility to be what it is.
Right.
And don't think
I learned to stop thinking that long ago, because especially in the industry, we work in New York. Like, I've encountered so many people in person that present themselves as one thing, and that is not who they are at all. And our 6 degrees of separation, there's too many people that I know. So even if they're like, oh, I know that person, I'm like, oh, really? Let me. Oh, I don't know them like that. I'm like, okay, because
Yeah.
we're personal friends.
Yeah, they're finessed if you let them. So I think and don't think that all the time that booking agencies will protect you, because I done went through booking agencies before, locked in, paid deposits, and then.
But all the booking agencies aren't valid either.
Absolutely, that's true.
If the whole head is rotten, the entire body's going to be.
Body's absolutely. You said it.
Yeah.
So hey, man, look, it's just how the game go. They're just gonna make my book better. Yep. So I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? We keep moving. We keep it moving.
So back onto the music though. Are you working on any upcoming projects, like EPs? Because I'm looking for a new body of work, because I've seen the single, and now I'm gonna go check for new music.
Yeah, man, honestly, bro, we working, man. I'm working, man. It just studios, I just went to Florida. I did a song, and I've been I went to Miami a couple months back, so I went down there and went to the studio, met a couple people, and I'm gonna come back up there and fool with y'all here soon too, man. You know what I'm saying? I
got nothing but events. I got nothing but stages for you to perform at. So, bro, let me know when you touch down. I got it lit.
All right, look, I'm gonna stay longer this time, but I'm
a fact.
And be ready to move, because when FMI tells you that, trust me, he's got New York on fire right now.
Big fast, we'll lock it in, but I got songs right now. I don't want to give nobody no full project of me. Like I gave them like a project of me in the group a few years ago, and I just wanted to give everybody a little taste, a little sample. But right now I'm just dropping songs just because. If the right one catch, then you know what I'm saying, I get some motion, and then. But I got about 2 or 3 albums in the tuck, and I'd had a DJ a DJ or two reach out to me about a tape. So we got some jack beats and stuff like that. Like I got this I give y'all this one. I got this mixtape called "Y'all Just Had to Be There." So a lot of artists, they only know how to. If you listen to a lot of artists today, they rap on beats from the early 2000s, late 90s, all kind of stuff. They rap fast. They don't really know about bouncing, how to ride beats a certain way and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go all the way back to Michael Jackson, all the way up to now. So any jit that don't know,
that's fire.
So anybody that don't know, that haven't been exposed to any music from back then, I'm pretty much gonna show them, hey, if I was able to actually be on that song at that time, this is what I would have did. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do something like that.
I feel like that will catch on.
Tap into Kipp
Please
Piles.
do that. Please do that. That will catch on. It's more like as a DJ right now, I'm seeing a lot of people gravitating towards the Jersey sound of do. Like when I heard Bad Bunny on it, I was like, oh no, it's over. I was like, oh, Bad Bunny done took it.
Bad Bunny.
I got act on that. What you just said with that idea, nobody's doing that.
I will. I definitely. I think, man. I think I'm a little sometimes, you work with a lot of artists, they don't really get their songs mixed and stuff like that no more. So I'm like, when I'm talking to people, that's what they be working with.
We're working with, because you're a professional, FMI. Right. What are you talking about? Like, that artists are just throwing out music. They're recording it on their phone.
You want me to play them on Serato if it ain't mastered, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Like, I can't even use stems with that.
We've heard that.
Yeah.
It terrible.
Yeah, that's the air we in, but I that's really been probably my delay. Sometimes you gotta have the right engineer for the right song, putting a right touch on it. It gotta be up to, we got a certain way we like our songs mixed in Carolina around here. So it's sometimes we gotta meet that, the vibe we're looking for. But when we get all that, we in there, bro. I'm gonna do it all.
What's the vibe? What's the vibe in Carolina? That's why what musically, what's the vibe in Carolina? That's why I need to know.
I think, you got the Baby, you got Cole. They like the legends for us. And then in South Carolina, you know what I'm saying, where I reside right now, man, we got a lot of young artists that's up on the come up. I think a lot of it is just, it's kind of like we like a waypoint for the rest of the South, but it's like they just kind of go, we like a bridge that everybody go over and come back, but they just don't never stop to take the time to admire the bridge. So that always kind of like bother me. I'm 2 hours and 45 minutes from Atlanta. I can fly to Miami, Atlanta, Charlotte, all less than an hour. So, it's weird, so we like the last person that waiting to get picked on the ball court, and we know we good. And they're just like, man, you too country, you this and that, you can't, what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all see me everywhere. Every state y'all in, we out here, we everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
We everywhere. Your family got family down here, man. So don't overlook it, man. So but we got it. I think it's just we small, so we had to travel a lot to get heard. So we really streaming to help us, man. But coming from here, you got to be on the ground. You got to put them posters up and the flyers up. The word of mouth got to really help you catch on. So I don't determine the time in anything, Pop. I'm just gonna stay down, keep working, and what's meant for me, it eventually happened as long as I handle my business. You did. So yeah.
That's the perfect way to think. Yep.
Kiana, we got to come down there during the winter. You know what I mean? It'd be too hot. No, our
It
skin is going to boil.
I know. And the mosquitoes.
Yeah, come, man. Look, y'all come to Charlotte, man. I don't want y'all to come nowhere too small to where you don't have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Kipp, put me anywhere a deli is. You can find me anywhere a deli is. I don't know if you got delis over there. Yeah, find me with the nearest deli.
Over there, they got Wawas.
Find me at the nearest Wawa. Quick check, Wawa. I'm near getting my sandwich.
Hey, you know what? I never been to Wawa before, but when I went on the way to Florida, when I drove, I stopped at one. When I finally checked them out. So I see why everybody say, they got a different vibe. You know what I'm saying?
They came and took 7-Eleven out of New York, my brother. Honestly, they're making food 24 hours. No place do that other than delis.
And 7-Eleven has always been basura. We don't miss it.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool. Yeah.
So,
but that's
Kipp, I know you said you're going to keep it to singles with the new music. And I know you're on your journey, but what could we look out for in the future? Are you doing any other business ventures disconnecting to your music, or just you?
Probably personally, I've been trying to take classes just to expand my skill set. I've been paying attention to the tech arena. I've been paying attention. Cars are stupid high right now, so I'm trying to get my dealer's license, working on that. Because I want to be able to.
I did that before. I had a dealership. I ran a dealership.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. That was one of my hustles.
You the man. You the man to talk to, man. You the man to talk to.
When you said that, I was like, good move.
Yeah.
That was smart, bro.
Yeah. So I think that. I mean, it's a lot of things I'm interested in, but I'm really like, I want to specialize, then generalize. So I'm keeping my own stuff, but I feel like it's still burning in me to attack music and carve my lane, and then I feel like I can expand the other stuff. But that's some stuff I'm interested in right now. I had somebody reach out to me for a podcast, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Don't block your blessings, Kipp. Yeah. You got a personality. You got an aura about you. I ain't gonna sit up here all interview and tell you, but I'm gonna remind you of your blessing before you get off the show.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. And you're gifted, so just make sure whoever you partner with understands that. You know what I mean, and allows you to have that spotlight to be you and do you. But at the same time, you're so humble, so that's great, right? Because when it comes to a vibe, a setting, you've got to be able to work with everyone and have that flow. But just know everything's gonna flow to you. Like you said, if it goes out, it'll come back to you as it needs to. And if it feels good, right, then go with it and just kind of let your blessings flow in.
I agree. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with music. New music coming. I got a new single coming called probably next month called Options My Way. I got another song called No Difference. I got a song called Ace. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need an ace. You know what I'm saying? So I got several records on. I got a song called Birthday. I got a birthday song coming. Man, I'm working. Might not always see me. I'm a private guy, so you know what I'm saying. But when I pop out. You did
step out right.
Right. That's it. Now you see me, now you don't. But boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You said. Yeah, so that's what I'm on, man. So I appreciate y'all every time y'all have me. Y'all the dopest. Y'all very smart. Y'all always tapping into what's going on in the world and the culture, man. And y'all a great dynamic duo. So y'all ain't got nothing but my utmost respect and salute. And I appreciate y'all every time y'all.
Look, I almost did this.
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah. Hey, yeah. That's what's up.
Okay. Before we wrap this up, man, make sure you tell everybody where they can follow you at. Make sure you link the new single that you have out right now. I want people to check that out.
Yes, sir. Man, KIPPILES_MTG. That's all streaming platforms. That's Instagram, that's Snapchat, that's TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. The same handle. And if you type my name in KIPP _PILES, you can hit me up on all streaming platforms. I'm on SoundCloud, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple Music, I'm on them all. Type in the same name on YouTube. You can find all my music. I'm out here, you know what I'm saying?
Before we go though, I want you to tell people what that acronym is, because remember we learned it years ago and I was like, tell us what Kipp Piles means.
Pretty much all it means is the knowledge that I acquire stacks up. In the end, it stacks up against anybody else. I can walk in the room and show myself approved. And it also means, knowledge makes you money. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it passionately player. you know what I'm saying, at all times, and it stack up, you know what I'm saying. And player don't mean you got to be a player like you got to have all the women, but just, you know, just a way of saying, man, you keep the play, you're a player, you show up on game day, you know what I'm saying. So whatever you're doing, you know, that it's advice, it's life advice, man. Be smart, being smart make you money, you know what I'm saying. So that's the truth. That ain't no cap. Ask any tech developer, ask anybody. You know?
VPR is something about men from down south being smooth talkers. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers could talk their way out of a crime. I give it to y'all. We in the East Coast, we aggressive as hell. I get it, bro. But you smooth, my nigga. I give it to you, my brother.
Y'all just as smooth, bro. Look, the Mecca came from up there, so you know we was always watching. You know what I'm saying? We just put our own spin on what we do. You know, so it's love and respect from, you know, the south to the east, man. We on the same time, so you know it's all love all the time.
Kipp, until next time, bro, please send me over the new singles. We're gonna chop it up after this, because I definitely just want to talk to you and kick it. Throw some business ideas so we can further our lives and be in a better place. Same thing with you, Qiana. But thank you for taking time out to come to VPR, man. I've really appreciated you coming here today.
Hey, man, let's do it, and you know, y'all take off, and you know what I'm saying. Keep your eyes on. You know what I'm saying. In a minute. Yeah, it's
always a vibe. See you soon.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Always a vibe.
Kipp, man, the music's dope. His energy's dope. Please go and follow that man, and definitely go watch his videos. Because
Piles_MTG. Go find him and find him on streaming platforms. Check out his music. He's so talented.
Seriously, if you need anything to drive to, be around a girl to, play Kipp Piles. I promise you, it's the coolest shit in the world.
Go pick up your shorty, play some Kipp Piles.
That's good.
Yeah. What is this?
Guys, VPR, once again, I thank y'all for tuning in. This is DJFmi alongside with Qianathegoddess, the wonderful purple goddess herself. Okay. Qiana, you have anything left to say to our viewers?
Oh, just sending you guys so much love and light. I hope that you feel as great as we do every time we get off of VPR, and just keep that energy going, okay? High vibrations, no toxicity, and lots of love. And we'll see you right here next week.
All right. And have a good day, Pineapple Cruise, wherever you are.
Love, guys. Brian, I'm going to book your artist. Stay tuned, okay? See you guys later.